laughing because Caston is on the couch right now and he has his calculator up to his ear like this, and he's literally having a full-on conversation with himself, and it's so cute. But I wanted to come on here and start doing my personal Q&A that you guys asked me to do. Hold on, let me straighten this a little bit. There we go. So like a week ago, I had posted on Instagram that I was doing a Q&A, and you guys posted all your questions, which were all great. So I'm gonna go through, and I kind of wanted this video to be a 0 to maybe a little bit of editing, just because I want it to be just real, and I want to be real with you guys. So I'm gonna start. I'm eating lunch, so this is like the only time I have to do this today, and I promised you 5 videos this week. So first question, how did you go about getting into the ultrasound business? So Zach and I opened Baby Zoom Ultrasound a 1.5 years ago. And the reason we opened it is because when I went to get my 3D/4D ultrasound, I realized that there wasn't anything like it in our area. So that really pushed us to open Baby Zoom in Castle Rock. And we renovated an entire space. We made it really pretty. I had been to 3, and I can tell you the first time I went, we had no idea we were gonna open one. And I actually did 2 more within my pregnancy, more as like a research to see what we could do better than all the facilities in our area. So eventually I will do a vlog walking you through Baby Zoom, but it's really pretty. We made it into a super comfy space for moms to come and get pictures taken of their babies. So that is when and how we started Baby Zoom. When did you start photography, and where did you go to school for photography? So I started photography about 5 years ago, but I wouldn't necessarily say my business actually started until I was at like year 3. I am still to this day learning and growing and changing things and just evolving in my career. And I feel like at year 3, it finally hit me that this is what I wanted to do forever. And it became my passion. So I travel all over. I do wedding photography, family photography, maternity, engagement. Eventually I would love to be just a one-focus photographer, but I love all the families that I get to work with every year, so I don't think I could give that up. So that's when I started photography. Again, I'll link Baby Zoom and my photography business in the description. So if you guys want to check it out, if you're local to Colorado, hit me up. I did not go to school for photography. My dad gave me a hand-me-down Canon Rebel T5i, and that's what I started using. I did some workshops. I did a lot of reading up on things, YouTube. I did some one-on-ones with some awesome photographers in my area. I did a workshop with Julie Paisley, who is one of my photography idols, I guess you could say, in Tennessee. So I feel like I was just pretty much self-taught. The camera that I bought for vlogging was a big question. I got the Canon G7x, and I can honestly say that it is the same quality as my cameras that I use professionally. The only thing different about it is there's no interchangeable lens, but the picture is crystal clear. Obviously, you guys can tell when you watch the vlogs, but that's the camera that I got. And I'll link the camera that I used and my vlog camera in the description as well. Have you lived in Colorado your whole life? Yes. I am native to Colorado, and I have lived here for 28 years. I grew up in Larkspur, Colorado, and hold on. Please don't play on that, Caston. No, no. Come on. Let's sit on the couch. Yeah, we're gonna pull this away. No, no.
No.
Yeah, no, no. Again, little to no editing on this one. Okay, so grew up in Larkspur, Colorado, and lived in Castle Rock, Colorado. Went to school here. I did move to Durango, Colorado for 1 semester of college at Fort Lewis College. And, but yes, I've lived in Colorado my entire life. What jobs did you have before you had your own business and did photography? this could take me all day because I've literally had a million jobs. I've worked at Banana Republic, I worked at Bath and Body Works, I was a vet tech assistant when I was like 14. That was my first job. I did like filing and stuff. I waitressed for 4 years at a restaurant in Castle Rock, and then I also did the beverage cart at a golf course for 2 years, which I do have to say was my most fun job, and I made bank. I also worked at a dental office. I managed a dental office for 3 years here in Castle Rock, and then I started my photography business. So yes, what are some of your favorite TV shows and movies? My favorite movie of all time is Into the Wild, and my favorite TV shows would have to be Gossip Girl and Vampire Diaries. They're over now, so I'm obviously hooked on Grey's Anatomy and Game of Thrones, which starts back in April. And I'd have to say I'm not really a huge TV person. I'm watching the series You right now, which is really good. But I would almost rather sit and read a book than I would sit and watch a TV show. So that's that on TV. How do you balance work and being a present stay-at-home mom? So with being a photographer and running my business and Zach running his business and then me starting this vlog channel, I am constantly on my computer. And I try to be really good about only editing or doing computer work or social media work when Caston is napping. And Zach and I just implemented a new rule in our house where our phones go away at 5. There will be some exceptions, but in order to maintain the relationship that we want to have, we are putting our phones away at 5. And I think that will really help us balance being more present and just not constantly being glued to a screen. So if you're looking for something to do or change in your life, I really suggest putting your phone down at a certain time at night and just spending quality time with either your spouse or your kids, or even if it's just you and you live alone, like it's just good to have you time to pick up a book or organize something or clean. I don't know, it's just good to put it away. What was yours and Zach's biggest fight argument about? So the funny thing is we argue about really little things, and I honestly cannot remember like something that would be considered our biggest fight since like before we got engaged. I mean, I'm sure we've had big fights, but I honestly can't remember right now, so I don't think it was that big. But we argue all the time about where we want to be in our future, meaning location of where we want to live. That's been our biggest argument / fight right now. But that will be for another day, because we'll do a Zach and Courtney Q&A, and maybe we'll talk about that there. Would you stay with the fishing theme for baby names? So I'm not going to release the name of my second baby when it happens until the baby is born. And I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to tell anybody the gender or know myself, but we have not decided that yet. We'll see when that time rolls around. What is your favorite escape? I would say anytime I can go get my nails done or go to Target and get a Starbucks is my favorite escape when it comes to like just any day. Date night, which we try to have once a week, where we have a sitter come, that's a really good escape for Zach and I. But if it were just me, I would say honestly being able to grocery shop. I like grocery shopping, but I really like grocery shopping when it's just me. There's a lot actually. How soon do you think you'll move to Mexico? Will Caston be bilingual? We have talked about in the past how we definitely want to move to Cabo at some point, but we don't know when. And if we do move there, yes, Caston will be bilingual because we will put him into a Spanish speaking school, or we'll have a Spanish tutor, but we will definitely immerse him into the Spanish community, if that makes sense. What is your favorite food? Salmon, but I love salmon. Who do you think Caston looks like as a child, you or your husband? He definitely looked like Zach when he was born, but I see a lot of myself in him, and comparing pictures from when I was little to like his age, he definitely looks more like me. Did you go to college? Yes, I went to Fort Lewis College for a semester, and then I went to a community college and got an associate's in nothing. I didn't get an associate's. I took associate classes, but I majored in multiple things. First, I went to school to be an anthropologist, which I had no idea what I would do with. And then I switched to be a paralegal, which was boring as hell. And then I looked into getting a business degree and just thought, you know what? I could probably make more and do something that I love without going to college, which I know so many people who do not use their college degrees, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. How many kids and when? So Zach and I only want 2 kids, and we are not preventing, but we are not actively tracking. Mama. Mama. You wanna come here? Come here. How old were you when you got married? I was 22. Come here. Come here. I was 22 and Zach was 26 or 27. He's 4 years older than me and 5 years older than me for a few months. Am I super organized? Yes. I and my husband are neat freaks. So our house is spotless all the time. And I'm not trying to brag, but I cannot go to bed unless my house is put to sleep. That's what I call it. How long have we been together? We've been together for 10 years. Married for 6 in April. Do we own property in Mexico? Zach's dad lives there full time. So, and when you and your husband decide you're ready for baby number 2, will you share your journey on YouTube? Yes, and I'm really excited to talk about TTC and how we conceived Caston and the issues that we faced when we were trying for Caston. But I can't wait to take you guys on our journey with baby number 2. So thank you guys so much for watching my first Q&A, and of course if you follow me on Instagram, which is right here, you will see a lot more of my personal life. Maybe you already know me pretty well, but more Q&As to come. So if you have a specific one that you would like me to do, please comment in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribing and give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Bye.